I have that elephant behind me. That's lovely. Alright, anyway, what? I don't care too much about it now, but it's definitely there. I can see it. Anyway, welcome everyone, and I hope you are having the most awesome of evenings that you've ever had. Anyway, today is a big day. Today I'm actually, or are we getting closer, or am I getting closer? Are you gonna go with me, or? Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool. Okay, we are getting closer and closer to the finale. It's not like, how do you call a game that's not an expansion? It's a base game, right? Like, I could just say Realm Reborn, but I just wanted to use that word for some reason. But anyway, the story is actually getting quite good. Okay, cool. And I cannot wait to just see what happens. For those of you who have played, I've gotten, or we've gotten, because I finally got caught up with my husband, who decided to actually graciously wait for me to finish questing until where he left off. So he was doing some side stuff so we can play together, which was nice of him. Thank you. So yeah, we are gonna go, I guess we're gonna go at my pace, because my pace is a little bit slower than yours. But at least, yeah, he really likes to have someone to read him the quests. So I guess if that's your thing, then my pace is something that's gonna work out for you. Anyway, enough rambling. That is what I'm gonna do today. I wasn't live on Wednesday, so you didn't actually miss a thing in case you were maybe waiting for a stream or something. I decided not to stream on Wednesday because I actually had a lot to do for the video that I've been making. And then today, I also had a lot of stuff to do, and I thought the video would have been published like on Wednesday, like it was, or actually on Thursday, which was yesterday. I thought I would be able to publish it, but I didn't have enough time to actually edit it fully. And it's actually a big video, and it consists of some stuff that that you guys have told me, some tips for beginners that I haven't actually been able to find in other videos. And that's why I think as a community we've created something awesome, and I'm happy about that. So yeah, I appreciate it, and I hope you're going to enjoy seeing the product of what we've come up with together. So I have a guide coming up, and it's about 30 something tips. It's gonna be like a 30 plus tips, like quality of life tips and improvements for new players. That I pretty much wish I had known like straight away when I jumped into the game, but luckily I had you guys, and you helped me just really kind of, you know, understand things faster. And yes, I have an MMO background, but that doesn't mean much because FF as a game is really unique, and it has a lot of these things that you just want to get used to. And I'm happy that I'm finally getting myself to the point where I'm actually getting used to all the features and stuff. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and start. I do have, like, I just hit level 40, and I have the class or job quest or whatever. I'm still actually a paladin because because I never got to the point of unlocking Dark Knight. I forgot to think about it around level 30. And now that I'm level 40, like, I don't know if I can start the Dark Knight thing before I've finished. Like, do I have to go into the expansion to do it? Do I have to be like level 50 instead of 30 to get there? I don't know. But he's gonna be at level 30, right? So that means that I'm going to lose like 20 levels if I don't continue with Pally as a, you know, as a job. So I think I'm just going to stick with this. It's not that I don't like paladins. Actually, I've been finding it really fun and enjoyable to play as a paladin, and I think I make a, well, I'm not gonna say a good tank, but I'm an okay-ish, you know, tank. And yeah, I don't mind being a pally, so maybe I'll end up just leveling one class, and then eventually, like, as a second tank, I'll go Dark Knight, because I do want to level eventually all 3 tank specs and just like play whatever suits me the most, I suppose, because I would like to get better at tanking, and I guess leveling 3 tank specs would be good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All there is that I had when it comes to the announcements. The video that I was talking about, that is going to be hopefully up tomorrow. I have a big editing day coming up, and there's just a lot of stuff to do for that video. I'm gonna make it as good as possible. I don't want to just like throw something at you, something that you don't really let's say deserve. Are we gonna port to Drybone? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in 14 seconds.
Okay, I'll just port there and continue talking. I just didn't want to throw anything at you that isn't as good as I could have made it. So I wanted to take the time and actually record things that I was talking about, and that took a little bit of time. And then recording the audio took a little bit of time. I think this is the longest actual guide that I've ever made, and I wasn't going for like the long thing. I was going for, you know, something short and sweet, and now it's a 20-minute audio footage that is probably going to be like a 15-minute video or something like that. It's for me it's long, but it is full of content. I didn't actually talk about anything that I don't know, I thought was unnecessary. So yeah, is the in-game music too loud? Can you just check for a second?
I don't hear your in-game music.
What?
I don't hear your game.
I hear my game, and as long as you can hear me, I guess that's fine. But I couldn't.
Hear you, but I don't hear your game.
You don't hear my game? Okay, well maybe I can just reduce the game volume at headphones a little bit and actually increase the in-game volume. That's possible. Okay, how about now? I'm gonna go to... Okay, let's try this. I think this should be better. If the game's too loud now, just let me know. But yeah, now I changed it a little bit. You should be able...
Make some sounds, fight someone.
What?
Fight someone, make some sounds, cast...
Well, there's rain and there's music. I mean, okay, I'll just go out and actually try to fight someone. I think the volume the way it is now should be okay. But we'll check. I'm gonna kill an innocent Tuco to see if I mean, I can hear everything properly. Can you? Oh, there's another Tuco. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for killing you there. Anything?
I'm waiting for you to fight something.
I just did, so...
Yeah, but there's a huge lag.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, I can hear something, but it would be better if it's...
Okay, yeah, I can turn it up a little bit. I'm just afraid that it's going to go over my voice. But, okay, I'm gonna do it like this and leave it at that. If it ends up being too loud, you guys are gonna let me know. Are you there? Did you port maybe to you can take it. You can take it with you. That's the name of the quest. And I guess there's gonna be a bunch of story stuff around here, except for the part that where we need to just basically save everyone. I'm ready for this drama. It's actually such a good story, and I didn't expect that. Like, the moment you said that there was like a quest area there, like, I knew that something had to be wrong. Alright, so here's the traveling goldsmith. Okay, and he says, a bullpoint chisel, you say, and a pair of needle-nose pincers. Those things don't come cheap, you know. So, okay. Got money. Towels, balls. I mean, yes, that should be sufficient payment. Nice doing business with you. Ha ha. Does that kind of mean we overpaid him? Like, that's exactly the way it feels. And I think we just ride up there. We're not in a group, are we? No, I'll just add you. Just wait. I'll add you to the group. Okay, that's like party members, and there's a friend list. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Are you around somewhere? Or did you already... Did you go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can easily catch up with
What?
Don't focus on me. Just
Wait, yeah, I went the wrong way. I noticed that. Yeah, I saw that you had like a different things around you, but yeah, I did go the wrong way. So, like, if you want, you don't have to wait for me, but I will read all the quests if that's something you wanna.
That's why I can adjust. Even if I'm behind, I can quickly catch up. Just go your maximum speed.
Okay, but that's gonna be very slow for you because I know you like to quest quickly. So yeah. Okay, so here's Marquez and the stuff that he's asked us to bring. I don't want to talk about this story in a way that I spoil it to someone who hasn't played it yet and who just wants to like discover it on their own. So I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you like everything that happened, but basically Scions are in trouble, like the people who we now belong to, pretty much, or people who we're working with. They brought me the tools that I requested. I hope so, if that merchant guy didn't trick us or something. Okay, something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. I still don't understand why we're bringing him these tools. It was for naught. I thought I repaired the device easily. The sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, V. This was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Eluned. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him. I just don't understand what he's doing. He's a very strange man. And why we're doing everything we're doing. It's just a very strange thing. Like, our people got attacked, and now we're in a...
trying to fix the horologe.
The what?
The horologe. To see what happened.
But we know what happened because I had a vision, right? Like, our characters had visions. Good morning to you, madam. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? Oh, it's a funeral. Okay, well maybe this is his, actually. Is he the one who died? Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap there are more common in Garlemald. I'm given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquez said that it belonged to the deceased. Oh, so that's the man who was in her care, but it's no longer in her care. Oh dear, you don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marquez manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for the trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. There are plenty of words I don't know. That sucks. Okay, Sister Eluned is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. That's too bad. I recognize you now. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the walking sands and prepared for transport here. So yeah, basically they trashed our whole base. Awesome. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you to find closure. Okay. Now what? Now we go to what? Sorry, what?
We can port there with.
Oh, it's a letter thing, right? We have to go back to our base, pretty much. For some reason, sometimes my item, like my inventory, has a lag, and I don't see my items straight away. Do you have the same problem?
No.
How did you sort them? Is there a button to do it?
Yeah, just right click on anything in your inventory that will sort.
Okay. Okay, sort. Alright, here we go. That's actually a lot better. Gold saucer, token, Vesper Bay. That's the one, right? They're so handy, these things. I didn't even realize how incredible they are. Okay.
They are.
They are. Like, I just forgot about them. Alright, so... I love how when you teleport, you actually remain mounted. It's the best thing ever. Okay, so here's the shopkeep. Hey, you don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. Oh, I didn't read. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. I was inside. It was the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks, and I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Yeah, this ignorant attitude is exactly what's bringing them to the disaster they're in. Say, ain't I seen you around here before, or do you just have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard, one by the east gate. Now, there's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I've a mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folks are starting to turn. Okay, so we spoke to that guy, and now, oh god, okay, oh, this is really sad. Like, I actually, like, some of these characters, like, we remember them. We talked to them at some point. That's just, oh, that's just so sad. Like, they are our friends. This interaction is actually taking quite a bit of time. And the corpse is like a flower when you pick it up.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Alright, let's pick these dead men up.
Oh, there is the fairy.
There's my little cabbage. Like, this is a disaster. This is just a disaster. Like, look at him just laying there. Like, that made me so sad. That made me...
We're not throwing the cabbage away.
Yeah, well, they know who that is, right? It's very hard to not be able to identify that guy. Like, if they didn't know who that was, then they didn't know anything, right? It's just so very sad. Alright, so I guess there's the carriage, but I don't think we're going there. Disconcerted coachman. Okay, what happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough. That's terrible. Who is this person? Jeez. Well, ain't you a strong one? Yep, trying to be. 4 in one trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then. More? Gather the remaining corpses. So now we have to actually pick up the cabbage person and the rest. I thought I would never have to face that sadness again, and yet I do. And yet I do. Oh god. Oh, that's so sad. Look at that. Oh, I can't look at it until I dismount. That's the saddest thing, isn't it? Aww. And we know this person as well. Like, we saw them in the storage room or whatever it is. Like, we saw all of them, and now they're just dead. And where's the secretary? Oh, she was taken. She's not dead. Well, that means they're probably not gonna end up dying anyway. She might, just to kind of, you know, just enhance the drama. But not our main girl. I don't think that's gonna happen to her. Okay, so now we're going back to the ignorant piece of crap who disrespects our dead friends. Yeah, I don't like working with him. Anyway, come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. He's even joking. Like, that's not the kind of thing you laugh at. What a terrible person. What an indeedly terrible person. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the Lich Yard. Lich Yard, is that how you read it? Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them our work here is done. Oh, so I don't get to ride the carriage zeppelin thingy? Can you get that as a mount? To just like carry dead corpses? Like, I guess not. Alright, we need to go back to Drybone, I think. Alright. Yeah, the teleports are so useful. It's like, you don't ever really have to even go anywhere. Alright, so, yeah, I never know where to go when I land here. Yeah, I'm trying. But there's that one place where the upstairs is deceiving because you climb the gate thingy and there's nowhere to go. So you actually need to go down even though there are stairs for you to just climb up. And is this gonna be a funeral? Oh no. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can do to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Yeah, this one is a lot better than the guy who was transporting them. Okay. Sister wishes to discuss one of the scions who perished at the walking stands. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people. The Sills are little solace. Now the Sills are gonna hate us again because we killed their cabbage. It's only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Well, I mean, they have a point, but they're gonna be super, super upset with us, right? What? It's like the cabbage came over to help us, and now we kill cabbage and we return it as a salad. Like, that's just depressing. Are we like drying out of boredom? Are you bored? Like, I know we're taking it slowly, but if you wanna, if you want me to read you the quests, then...
I'm fine, I'm having a blast.
Okay, alright.
Just like some of those popcorns over here.
The problem is, I've already dedicated one of my hands to just being infected by salt, pretty much.
Give me a popcorn. You can keep it here and then you can...
But that's my keyboard hand. Like, I have to cross
You can cross your hands.
I don't want to. Okay, well... Anyway, Kamuxio. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Oh, now I need to tell her. Or him. Oh, no. They're gonna be so mad. Neuraxia? But this one doesn't understand. Oh, now we have to tell them. Oh no. Kamuxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Okay, don't eat everything while I'm reading. That's what you're doing. You're taking the advantage of me reading to just eat all my popcorn. You are! Okay, Neuraxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. Oh no. Like, why did I have to go on this mission? It's not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia. Also, they're only sad for their cabbage. They're not sad for us. Neuraxia went to Thalanan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia didn't suffer. Yeah, Neuraxia was just kicked in the stomach and punched into the wall. And then left breathless for about 10 minutes and then died. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Really? I told her the truth and she said that? Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember their kindness. Praying Ones are the church people, right? This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Your hand is very distracting when it's moving there. I can't read. Like, it's bothering me so much. It's so bad. Like, can you take like a piece of it and just like put it somewhere you can reach? Because like your hand just doing this in front of my eyes is I can't do it. Anyway. Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait so I can read Well, he's here also. It's actually funny, like since the moment we started playing, like I started first and then he started playing after me and he went so far ahead because he's actually a fast quester, like a lot faster than me, and I also streamed and talked to the chat and everything. He was like way in front of me. I was waiting for you.
Why? I told you to go at your maximum speed because
I thought you wanted me to read the quest.
Yeah, read them. I can
Well, I
listen
just
and go
arrived.
forward. Yeah.
We thank you for your service to the church and to the selves. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining scions in the lich yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now. What do we want? Not these things, I guess. Okay, so she's not giving me any further quests. What? She's not giving us any other quests. She's like, rest. What?
Yeah, she's not the quest giver.
Okay, so there's a quest inside.
You can always track it on the top right, top left.
Yeah, I don't see that actual corner
Ah, yeah.
because of, well, that was generous. No more. Okay. Marquez believes he is being watched. What? Who would watch him? I'm not imagining it. I know I'm being watched. This is different. Sinister. It is as if I am under observation. Okay, I want to zoom in a little bit more so we can see his face. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when I last ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Is this a trap? Is he trying to lure us into going outside and basically getting killed? Because whoever says that, like, I think someone's following me. Go check it out. I don't, like, why would I trust him? Someone attacked our friends and now I have some, like, new friends that I have to be friends with because my people have apparently been friends with them as well, but, like, I don't get it. So, no, I have to click there, like, I can't just... So I have to wait for your stuff. I have to wait for your combat to finish because... But that's not, like, I'm not doing my quest actually. What? Oh, I forgot. That's how it works. Anyway, what? Yeah, I thought I had to, like, I forgot for a minute that we have, like, a mutual progress thing. And,
Go team.
What?
Go team.
Yeah, go team. And you were, like, fighting there, and I selfishly wondered if I should even help you. I was just standing there contemplating.
Yeah, go team.
And wondering if I should even assist you. That was terrible, sorry. Okay. Hi, person who's getting tracked. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. Well, maybe I was harmed, and maybe I said yes, and he's like, thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. Well, it would have been a good idea to just capture him instead of killing him. But, you know, I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Elude must hear this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Who is this guy? Is he some sort of badass who forgot that he's a badass? Heavens forfend that such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possession? Did he escape us? Did we just, like, take his weapon and he escaped? What happened there? I thought we killed him. What? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquez was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. So is this like... This actually sounds awful like the final battle of some sort. Like...
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
What exactly does he mean by revive?
And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
He's a master engineer?
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
Hi, Yona! I'm doing very well today, thank you. How are you? I'm actually very excited to see the rest of this story. I'm not actually sure if it's finale or not.
Leave us in peace.
Like, it seems pretty important, but I didn't, like, spoil it to myself in a way that I looked at the quest or something like that. I just decided to, you know, take it easy, but this all seems really, really important, so it's slowly, you know, getting there. How are you doing?
Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
I forget to click sometimes. It's just so nice. He doesn't look well. Is that really him? I don't think I'm getting this. He knew! The old man knew. And he never told him.
Was it? Here.
Maybe he
These
didn't.
belong to you.
What kind of weird? And also undeath, welcome. What do you mean by weird? Like as in just like the graphics or the way they talk to each other?
I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
He had a son? What?
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
So basically he had his box of tools and never gave it back to him. Maybe that would have sparked his memory or something, but it never did. I think now he's gonna be like, aha, I know who I am.
Who are you? Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did.
I wonder what his sister, is doing right now. And also keep in mind that this is the very first part of the game. As in, this game came out, like, is this like 2010 or something like that? Or I think it's around 2010. So basically, this is like a little bit after like vanilla WoW or something like that. So the graphics for that time are actually kind of like okay. And from what I've seen, like from the little that I've allowed myself to spoil to myself, the graphics get a lot better, like as the expansions go. So basically take this as a vanilla WoW, I guess. Bitsor, 2013, I see. Yeah, it's around, it's not vanilla WoW, it's like Cataclysm? Or something like that. I'm not sure. Cataclysm, Burning Crusade.
What?
2013. Like I think that's Cataclysm. Yeah. I don't know. Like somewhere around that. If you're thinking like WoW timeline. But yeah, these do look a little bit awkward. But the story is so immersing. But sore got my first vaccine shot today. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was sore when I got my both first and my second shot, and actually after my second shot I had like both fever and just like I had a terrible time. What is the Coils of Bahamut? Is that like a dungeon or? I'm actually planning to go ahead.
What befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea.
I'll get back to that.
The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction.
Okay.
Leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
Yeah.
And
Sucks.
lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all.
But what really sucks is that everyone knew the primals were like their main, concern and stuff, and everyone was just so focused on, preserving their city-state or whatever, instead of just like balancing out like the forces there. The
Ixal have summoned Garuda
I was
once
in the middle
more,
of the sentence.
and
Why
she
would you tell me to
torments the
click?
people of Kurthus as we speak.
I was talking. Why would you make me click? You saw that I was talking. Now I don't know what I wanted to say. Is that yeah, I remember. Okay, so basically instead of like focusing on everything, even though they had very little resources, they decided to just like have complete faith in the Scions and be like, these guys are gonna take care of it. And now that they're dead, they're like, ooh, oops, we have to do it. Oh, Coils are raids. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get to that, like, as I go through the main quest line, I suppose. Are they gonna take me there? Nisa has summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. That's no good. And I'm like, I'm ready to fight them.
Appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals.
So I guess she's the last primal that we're gonna fight now, or actually second to last, because we have 4 crystals out of 6 slots, right? We have 4 crystals out of 6 slots, right?
Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
Well, that's no
Yet,
good.
therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe,
Is he trying to
we
get
must
us to
first
do another
circumvent the
one of
tempest
these
that
like
shields
raid
her
things?
sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
The moment he says airship, I'm picturing like 20 quests where we have to bring mats for that airship.
I have an
It's
airship?
like fixing some, you know, goblin thing that crashed and is no longer working.
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship.
He needs a reminder of everything.
It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity.
What?
So let us begin our search there.
He does.
A new outfit.
An airship?
Hmm?
I think never mind.
This guy, the one in the
My
blue?
airship?
Oh, I thought you meant his outfit. Like, his outfit was cool.
Wait.
Oh, that was the uniform.
Yeah.
That was, I thought those were like tools. Okay. Well, that's something for glamour.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
This man woke up as a priest, and he's gonna go to bed as a master engineer with an airship. Like, like the things destiny can do to you. Jeez, okay. He does look badass. And this bottle of wine, it was like everywhere, like on the floor and then on the like the bench thingy, and now it's there. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
They need my airship.
What?
Those are multiple
They
Oh,
bottles.
multiple bottles. Okay, I thought it was just like one that someone is like moving around. Can you make a battle-bound war hound guide? Whoop. Is that a mount?
Yeah.
Is that WoW or Final Fantasy? What is that?
Yeah, I think it's WoW.
Battle-bound. I don't know it by name. Battle-bound war. Let me see.
That's WoW.
It's WoW?
Oh, this one.
Do I have that? It looks like I have that. Is that a Stitchy puppy thing? Battlebound Warhound. Wait, what is that thing? Battlebound Warhound. Let me just check it out. Gnawed Reins. That's a Stitchy. We have that. Yeah, well, pretty much like all you need to do, like, let me just double check so I don't say the wrong thing, because I'm pretty sure I know the mount to get this.
It drops from the bosses.
It does, like, but does it drop from the Covenant related boss or just any boss? Because I got this as a random drop. Basically, this mount, like, this guy wrote, like, on Warhead, this guy wrote some sort of guide, but that's not true. As in, like, I mean, yeah, the drop rate is low, but, like, he said something about, like, slay elite mobs coming one by one. You don't have to do that. This is a Stitchy puppy that you get from the arena in Maldraxxus, and all you need to do is just go to arena every day.
100 bosses and that's it.
Yeah, you just need to kill like up to 100 bosses because it has like a 1%. Yeah, the Maldraxxus Frankenstein dog. Basically, it's a rare drop from the arena in Maldraxxus, like the central arena, the Theater of Pain, but not the dungeon, the actual arena where Asmogal and the Mortal and all the other bosses are. Basically, your mount can drop from any of those bosses, and you don't have to be Maldraxxus Covenant to get it. You just basically need to get lucky. You got it after a few days,
No,
right?
I got it after my first boss.
So yeah, my husband is always luckier than me. He got it after his first boss, and I got it after like 10th or something. But it can take a while because apparently it is a 1% drop, but not necessarily. Like he could drop for you like straight away. So just just go there every day and kill stuff in the arena, and that's pretty much it. Okay, parting words for you and the others. So he's kicking us out. Oh no, we're actually going to somewhere. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Galron would at last be found within our Oh, he's Garland. But he doesn't remember. Beg your pardon, you wish to find his airship, yes. Kind of. I know not much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final fight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gabu Wall of Ul'dah. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Korthas. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over the Falgroud Float, the closest settlement to Korthas. Mayhap the Serpent Station there have records of the events that transpired that day. So basically we need to like dig through history. Yeah, any boss in Theater of Pain, that's true. Oh, you got the two-headed dragon from my guide. Yeah, it's a good mount. It took me a good few hours to get it, but I knew it had to drop at some point. So yeah, I took the time to get it, and I think everyone who did, they didn't regret it. It's a good mount. Pray look after yourself and sit. Okay, so basically this is our main engineer who's just recently remembered his role in this world. Okay, and we need to go to... Okay, so basically we're gonna go to Falgroud Float, right? We're porting there. Yeah. So do you get like an invite to port as well, or did you already click? Like how does that work since we're in a party? What?
I clicked.
Oh, you clicked. Okay. Okay. Alright, so basically we're searching for the airship. But what do we need the airship for exactly? Is there anything to reach the primal? Okay, I thought we just wanted to get it like out of a hobby or something to just make this guy happy or something. I'm just kidding. That's not what.
You're big, especially in the chocobo.
I am big. Oh wow, I'm like so big. Is there aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Galron's ship. Yes, and she doesn't know we have him with us. I needn't refer to... What? Oh, they're friends. Oh, our pets are oh, is my pet... No, my pet is not bigger. My pet is not bigger. It should have been, though. Need to refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Korthas. What became of it after that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Walter Fraud at Flaunterell's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. So it's basically a famous ship and a famous guy who has no idea that he's... Well, now he knows. I'm unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Galron's caliber to fly it? I hear that the machinery is fiendishly complex. So we're not even gonna tell him? Alright, well I guess he's like not worthy of knowing. Alright, I think we just go there.
Yeah, we need to walk.
Are you sure that my mount is just bigger because of the quest that we went through, because I gave him that food?
No, it's bigger because you...
I'm big? Yeah, my character is big. That's true, but like I wonder if that's the reason why. I feel like a torrent that I never got to play. 2 hours, like 2 days to finally hatches. It's gonna be so worth it. It's gonna be awesome. You have come in search of Walter Fraud. Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Korthas. What exactly is this about? Oh, so basically he saw the ship and we're going after him. Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Are we gonna watch a movie about it, or...? Okay, and let's... Yeah, I haven't equipped my gear in a very long time. Oh no, I look terrible. Oh, why did I do that? Wait, I failed my what? Oh, I was like, I failed a quest that I didn't even take. We're fine. We're fine. It was just a fate. It was on the eve of the Battle of Carteneau, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Kerthas. The astrologians as the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates. They're like dwarves, pretty much. and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. They just shut themselves down.
Oh, yeah, my comrades.
Oh.
The dragons.
Oh, right. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you, should you prove yourself useful. Oh, that word useful. It's just, consider providing your services to the soldiers. I knew it. This is gonna be a grind. Who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Yeah, no one refuses free help except for the fact that it is never really actually free Kerthas. I cannot go there. I cannot fly there.
It's closer when you walk.
It is closer? Okay, but we're gonna have to go in Attune. Like...
Yeah, after the quest.
Alright, lead me, little bird. You do have a tiny little bird. Do you like mine? Like the way it's just, you know. It's always behind you though, so you don't really get to see it. That's fine. The zone music is beautiful. Are we gonna go to the attunement first? We should attune somewhere nearby in case we fail something. Right? We should go up.
No, don't attune yet. We'll probably.
But what if we fail something?
We'll go up anyway.
Okay. Okay. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare. And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? So they're not dwarves, right? I guessed wrong. But it is in the culture of dwarves to do such a thing. Ha! How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Yeah, I went very direct with that. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Do we know? I do need this stuff. Oh, please change me into something acceptable. What is this? I have to do this like straight away. Please. Oh, this is not recommended. Never mind. But it did seem like a good idea. Sir Ludua is doing his utmost to intimidate you into leaving. Hello and have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We've stretched thin as it is. And it's like that human nature where like you don't want to help anyone even though like even when you're in trouble and they're in trouble, that's... Oh, our minions actually look like they're talking. Huh. And where in the hell is that knight I sent out on parole? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use of you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. Alright, cool. And now, we go, are you sure we're gonna go up? Okay, search for the knight.
It's just outside the gate.
It is, but like, I really wanted to go in a
You will
two.
not kill him before
Okay, because I always forget that, but I guess if I'm going with you,
No, you will not prevent him.
okay, am I going in the right direction? Are you somewhere? Oh, you are already at the quest zone. Okay, so yeah, I guess, wait, do I have to talk to him first? Okay, alright. Alright, let's do it. It's like he does not respond. Hi, Pepper Onion Soup, how are you doing? The leveling is going really well. I think, what?
Yeah,
It's going really well. I actually hit 40 yesterday, and I'm loving this. Like, I can't wait to find out like what this story is gonna turn into. And I know people aren't as excited about like the Realm Reborn as a, you know, as a piece of content, but I'm just so happy with it. I don't even care if it's like not good enough or like not as good as like the other expansions or whatever. I don't even feel like I'm pushing through it, as everyone says. Everything's just like, I don't know, I'm in the honeymoon phase, I think, but like everything is awesome and I'm just waiting for it to get even better. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. That's you. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve.
No, I'm the one who kills dragons.
I know, but oh, so you're not a dragon? It's okay. Then
take
I'm.
their power.
Oh, so you're like Skyrim guy. Okay. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors, or like the guy in Dota. Yeah, the Dota guy. Okay, the anima Dota guy. Dragon Knight. Okay. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare these well, friend. Is the foundation for the rest. It does feel like a mini tutorial for like everything you do, and I don't mind it because what would we do without tutorials? We would be lost forever. Gold Saucer is actually, oh, okay, I don't want to be here. Is actually going okay. I play lottery fairly regularly, and whenever I have the chance, I go and do tournaments. And I've just been wanting to get into the story and finish that, not as fast as I can, but you know, so I can just commit to that without, you know, pressure or anything. Why is this a thing here? Why are they attacking me? Are you attacking me? You're not. Never. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's a mount. That is gorgeous, though. Move away, though. I don't want to look at you and think about all the mounts that I don't have. I only have one mount, and it hurts. Like, I just want more and more and more and more. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. Sorry. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are proud people, beholden to tradition. But that was weird reading. But that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Admiral. Okay, so we won his heart. And now we need to charm some lady, some secretary archivist or something like that. It's like, please let me read your books. Alright, there she is. Like, you never even see their faces. Can I see their faces? Oh, okay, there's a face. What's the date with Destiny? Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludois be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to charge Drenarian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian. I don't know how to read the word astrologian. I probably am not doing it right. For Lemort up there. Astrologian, I don't know. This guy's name is Follermort. Follermort. Can I call him Voldemort? It would be easier. It's a lot easier. Can I just rename him Voldemort? I think that shall be the case. I like naming things in games. I know it, and I understand that it ruins it for some people, but I can't stop myself from doing it. Are we actually going upstairs, this mage tower thingy? What? Oh, mount up. I forgot that I can do that inside. Ah, the things that WoW does to you. Voldemort, hi. Let's go. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what is it you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Well, you should have understood how random my request is that I don't give a care. I don't care. I don't care about their war. Pardon the intrusion, Voldemort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Ghislaine. You honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. How rude. How incredibly rude. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durndaire's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in Curthus 5 years ago. Yes, you come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Curthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp of your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. Okay. He reminds me of that king from Uhtred. Uhtred's show. Alfred, yes. I saw a stream yesterday. Oh, I watched the podcast between Asmo and Zepla. It was, I never thought that would be a thing. But I also think for once, that Twitch chat was right. Because at some point, a bunch of them started spamming "we lost them." And I kind of like, I'm not, of course, like I know that Asmo loves WoW and he's probably just going to keep playing the game and hoping, you know, that someday it will get better. And there are things that Asmo inevitably enjoys about the game, like raids and, you know, collecting stuff and everything. But what I've discovered about Final Fantasy is that it has this like way to draw you into the game without you even realizing that, and then you go back to WoW and then you have like 10 characters that you can play and you're like, you know, I have to play an alt, and then there's no like, you know, grind or whatever that you have to do every single day. And then you go there and I log into WoW and I tell myself I'm gonna do a calling today, or I'm gonna get some anima, or I'm gonna go do Torghast, and then I'm again like, you know, I have to do something. It's just like, he did look so sad, that's true, but like I think at the same time he looked like he really wants to see what's on the other side, and I'm happy that he is allowing himself to be happy regardless of like what, you know, what the chat is going to say and stuff like that. Anyway, Voldemort says, I was not aware you ate at House Dunderere in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. He probably just has a messy room behind him and he doesn't want to show me his mess or something. So he just refuses me because he doesn't want me to see, like, the hole that he lives in. What? Uh-huh. Okay, so that's down? Like, way down?
No, just left.
Left? I almost went down for some reason. Alright. It's tempting to attract your attention, and that you have succeeded at, sir. Something I learned about callings today, they do not give renown if you're 39. They don't? Waited a week for calling with renown and never came. Why is that a thing? I didn't even know that. Like, why would you not be able to get renown 40 with a calling? Oh, wait, I do actually know that. Because the callings and the other, they have like a much higher like drop rate or something. I mean, like appear rate. I don't know if they completely stopped then, but like I think until level like 20 or something, these random things are for sure that you're gonna get a calling, and then like from level 25 or 20 or whatever, you can just like do the main storyline, because that becomes like a 100%. And it's the same thing with the raids. Once you get to like renown 20, 25 or something like that, when you clear a raid, you no longer get renown. So yeah, I do know that's a thing. I just forgot about it. And yeah, that sucks. So there's a particular order actually in which you should be getting renown. You should be getting like random drop renown from like raids and battlegrounds and, you know, callings, like in the first 20 levels, and then from 20 to 40 you want to do the campaign, because that's 100% and the rest isn't. It's supposed to be catch up, so 39 to 40 is not catch up, I guess. Yeah, it's stupid. It's just downright stupid. You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. As per usual, an associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he's well, it would be a great comfort to me. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about what I actually want to do in the 9.1, and I know I have this like suppressed anger with like the current systems and everything, but I know that I'm gonna commit to doing the raid guides, at least for like the usual like normal stuff, because my audience is largely doing just normal when it comes to raids, so normal and LFR it is for that. And I know I'm gonna be covering all the collectibles that I can get my hands on, so if you just want to, you know, have fun and collect things in the 9.1, you're gonna be seeing a bunch of cool stuff. And I also want to cover Tazavesh. These are the like 3 main things that I want to do, and I'm afraid that I can't do anymore, because it's just freaking exhausting to do more. Like, how am I to just, you know, go back to like, I don't know, mythic raiding, or, you know, get into competitive PvP when there's no one really even doing it and stuff. Okay, so there's Levs. We're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go towards the thing while you're typing. To get to 40 before 9.1. Actually, the reason why I remember these things is because I recently did a guide where I explained like the whole renown thing. I think the guide is called How to Switch Covenants. And in that covenant, like in that video, there's like a timestamp, like a section where I talk about renown catch up, like what you should be doing if you were to catch up with renown now. So maybe that would be helpful to you. But I don't know what they imagine. Like, if someone does the campaign first, like the whole campaign and then wants to do the callings, are you just forever stuck at 39?
No, you can do more. You can do 1,000 anima per week. You can do PvP. You can do.
But like the drop rate for those callings, it's much lower after
no,
you
not
hit
the
like
callings, the weekly quests. The weeklies.
the weeklies. Well, yeah, but like it's just a long time, you know. And there's like less than 1 week before the catch.
Like everything in WoW is a long time.
The catch up was pretty good till 39. The last level was the delay. Did you end up getting it in the end? Okay, so here's the astrologian. I'm just like aiding him. How am I aiding him? What a relief to see someone other than a god-stamped birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Excel were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might have leave again before I froze to. Do you have like the camera turned on?
Mm-hmm.
Is it working and everything? Because we haven't heard anything in a while.
Yeah,
okay, cool. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. Nope, no sir. A man of Hars Durndare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. I helped the guy and he's just like, go away. And there he goes. Okay, well at least we helped him. And let's go back. 1940 is the weekly questles from Maw. Oh, okay. Well, are you gonna be able to get it, or have you been able to get it until the beginning of the patch? It's not that it matters too much though, because they do have like this rapid renown thingy that they're planning. But like, just try to ignore my feelings that are just like pouring out. Like I'm in a bad mood when I think about these things, and until something radically changes, I don't want to be toxic. That's why I don't talk about things too much. And I understand that for some people, like, these are not like problematic things, but I'm just very angry at some stuff that's happening, because I'm just angry at the game that I love, because the game is not doing enough to keep me in it. It's like being with, okay, well this is not a very good example, but like being with someone and really not just loving them, but wanting to love them, and them just like being like, you know, I don't care, I don't want to like invest myself into this relationship, and they just sit in front of the TV all day long and eat and do nothing, and you're just like, let's go outside, and they're like, no, that's boring, you know, everything you want to do with them, everything's just boring, and it's just probably not a good idea to think about it in that way. But you know, it's like, I want to love you, damn it, just do something. Wasn't talking to you. Wasn't talking to you. Just kidding. It was a bad joke. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you already have aided your own cause. House Durndare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dranavian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portlane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durndare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Okay. This actually reminds me a lot about how our own government is being run. It's like, you could do it the simple way, but let's just mess it up for you and make it as complicated as possible.
Jump.
Oh yeah, I don't have full damage. True. And that's just it. Like, we're just gonna make this complicated because we have regulations. Covenant story is the main story in this expansion. I do not remember the last time they gated the main expansion story. Yeah, I really liked what Zeppla actually said in the podcast, and she said that like the campaign felt like a poorly done D&D campaign, and I couldn't really pinpoint to my feelings about the campaign as well. But like the moment she said that, I was like, yeah, that's exactly how we all feel. And it was a sad revelation of my own feelings towards it. It was like, okay, so I have my campaign almost done on my paladin. Not paladin, sorry, I don't play paladin. I play paladin here. I have a druid who is in Kyrian, and I tried to do the Bastion campaign with her, and every week I just be, I'm gonna sit down one day and just finish the campaign, and I've been trying, and I still have the last quest chain to do for the Bastion, to go to Ardenweald and meet the Winter Queen or whatever. And I've been trying to get myself to do it because it's a story and I like the story, and I just can't bring myself to do the storyline. You know what's wrong with me? It's just something that just makes my stomach curl up and say, no, I don't want to do it, Why? Why do I feel this way? You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. Yeah, I want the pieces of paper you're trying to not give me. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you've given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Like, that's just... He's only doing this because he knows I need him. That's the thing. That's actually the thing. Okay, do something. Change me. That hasn't changed me enough. It does. Like, it feels like a completely different world. It's like the Covenant people don't give a damn what happens with Bolvar. Like, nobody even talks about him. It's like everyone is so immersed in their own problems. Like, the fact that there are different Covenant campaigns with completely different stories that are supposed to be fighting for the same thing is baffling. Why isn't there just one story that you're looking at from the perspective of your Covenant? Like, they could change like the cutscenes and everything a little bit, and you could go with your leaders instead of somebody else's leaders. But like that's easy to do. Why don't we have one cool story? Why do we have 4 mediocre ones? Lord Portalain requires that you perform a 3rd task. Yeah, okay. Now. I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should have a woman of your skills, but a moment to complete. Do I need to, like, bring him some food or something? Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. But though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that the recovering stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halinart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. It's like everyone can help me, but no one really wants to. Alright, let's get under your skin, people. See, these people are making me, making me want to work for them. That's how you do a story. It's like, I know this is a quest, but at the same time, I have something that I need, and the game has made it so. What? And the game has made it so. Oh, he's so cute. Do we kill him? We don't kill him. We don't touch him ever. He's too cute. Like, the game is making me want to, like, do this so I can get to my goal. I have a goal and I'll do this quest so I can find out what happens. And that's important. That to me is important. And I just want to feel the same way. in WoW. I just really want to, you know, I want to care. Oh, I didn't even dismount. I was like fighting stuff, but I never even dismounted. See, it's literally like that. I'm so angry that I'm like, literally like, I want to love you, but you're not letting me. You know, once you decide to let me in and just, you know, not just me, but other people, because for the first time, after a long time, like in Shadowlands, I started playing with people. And now a lot of these people are miserable as well. And I don't wanna, you know, I don't want us to both be miserable in WoW. Like, we can be miserable anywhere else. Like, why would we log in just to sit there together and be miserable in Stormwind or whatever? That sucks. That's just so stupid. Like, you can be miserable anywhere else in the world. Like, I want to be happy with the people who I play with, and I have a very high threshold of what I can handle. The reason why I'm unhappy is largely because everyone else around me is unhappy, which sounds like a wrong, you know, thing to be unhappy about, but I don't have a friend who's genuinely happy about WoW right now. And that sucks. That really sucks. Sorry. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Can I just... okay, do this. Yeah, that's maybe... okay, well, I can understand that maybe a lot of people are in the same stage that I'm in. Because a lot of people are new and a lot of people are like, oh, this is better than WoW, and maybe some problems are going to emerge at some point. But you know what? I have faith that they're gonna fix them. Because they broke down the whole game when the game was not working and they freaking fixed it. What's going to make me think that they're not gonna fix something the community is roaring about? That's the thing. That's just the culture of it. God's bless you, friend. It's all there, every last. Ah, but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. I didn't steal anything. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Frankel too. Oh, are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Like... okay, I'll continue. Fury take me, a draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Frankel. Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenhard is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenhard. Okay. Your other instructions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is ruled. Damn it with your religion, stopping me from getting to my airship. I mean, okay, I'm gonna give an honest assessment about this, and I think that a lot of people who have gone from WoW to Final Fantasy XIV, they would have been a lot less unhealthily happy if both games were just, you know, balanced. Like, I'm not saying that Final Fantasy needs to be worse. I'm just saying, like, if WoW was to be a little bit better, you know, they would have been like, okay, you know, this is good in WoW, this is good in Final Fantasy and stuff like that. And now that WoW has problems, everyone just feels thrilled about Final Fantasy because they don't have to face these issues when they log in. And I don't know, like, I would hate for these feelings to be tied to Final Fantasy rather than a comparison between the two games, because Final Fantasy is a great game, but it isn't something to be religiously excited about, like you're you know, mentioning, and like everyone else is. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, I've been playing, okay, I'm level 41, like, what do I know? But I don't think Final Fantasy has been trying to rule. Like, they've just made a good game in a kind of a slow way. And they've just been, like, on the side. And they're just like, yep, even if I'm the king. I'm just gonna continue doing this thing that I've been doing when I wasn't the king. And I just hope that's the case. And I hope that...
They're talking again.
What?
They're talking again.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait.
The minions.
So, wait, they're not really interacting, are they?
No, but it seems like they
It seems like it. Yeah, I thought maybe, like... Imagine, like, if we were in a party and, like, if your minions interact with party minions, like, that would have been... I don't know, something else. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Franklin is no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Ellenhard for years prior to Calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an elder wise, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. Okay, so basically he spoke like another language. He has another quest, by the way. Fort of Fear.
No, we're not.
Are we just gonna take the quest at least?
Not, but
What?
you're free to do whatever you want. I will not take it.
I will just take the quest, it doesn't matter. Is this a dungeon or... I wanna take the quest because I'll forget to come over here. Maybe Final Fantasy now, it may be at the point of I'm not gonna use word glory lightly, because what is glory anyway? Like it is good, but not as a game, but like good to people. But here's the thing. Here's what why I don't think Final Fantasy right now is on the same road as WoW. First of all, WoW was the, I'm gonna say, first groundbreaking content, like MMORPG content that took, you know, over the planet in the MMORPG community. And I have to say that, like, if they are the first ones to walk some steps, and if there's someone else to look at those steps and learn from the steps, like, they're highly unlikely to repeat the steps that seemed bad and that didn't work out. So if the developers of Final Fantasy really did have to play like Pandaria and Cataclysm, that to me already shows that, you know, there was willingness to learn from other developers' successes and mistakes. And I think seeing one path, like how it went downhill, I think if anything, the situation with WoW right now is like clear situation and clear, you know, just, you know, steps of the steps that you should take if you're like developing an MMO and growing a community and whatnot. I think there's plenty to be learned from this situation, this whole history, and I want to believe that all of the developers cumulatively, both the ones who are developing other games right now in other studios and developers of Final Fantasy XIV, I want to believe that everyone's learning from this, that this will result in both WoW figuring out how to fix its problems and all the other developers making their games better and their communities better, because they know what triggers the hell out of, you know, MMO communities, and they're not gonna want that in their game, not on purpose. Look as though you have something to say, do you? I seek an audience with the bearers of White Lily. I will go whether the Walrus blooms. Eldwise in your pocket. Okay, well, we need to say Eldwise, right? Yeah, that's true. It doesn't have its problems because it's young, but I still stand by what I said before. I think they learned, like, if there's anything to learn from WoW right now, and I think Final Fantasy is actively learning from WoW, it's the trouble with borrowed power system. And I think, like, they're not gonna make this game like 100 years away from WoW. They're making it now while WoW still exists and other MMOs exist. And if they have proof that, you know, borrowed powers and systems and whatnot, that they trigger the MMO community, they're not gonna implement it now. They're not gonna implement it in future unless some big shift in everyone's brain changes it. They're like, I like being a different hero every expansion and just abandoning and breaking my necklaces and legendary powers every single expansion and just starting anew. Who's gonna think that? Like, I see that Sir Carlo has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Cortas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. I'm like, what am I saying? That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. Okay, I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations of our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. Basically, he's the guy from the houses that needs the most help. And if we do him a big-ass favor, he's gonna get us there. He's our guy, remember what I said. Yeah. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship. I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Yeah, imagine how long my audio edits are when I'm recording my videos. Like, I have these blurbs like all the time. Lord Harukferent, no, Horkefant. I said it okay. Yeah, I mean, something is inevitably going to be different and some things are not going to be liked, but I have faith not in the content that they're going to make, but just in the willingness that they've already shown, like, throughout the years and the history, that they're willing to do what the community wants to do. So long as those people are there and that that mindset exists, I can trust them. I don't have much experience with them yet, but I'm gonna trust their repeated good actions as a sign of goodwill. And I want to do the same for WoW and for Blizzard. I so very much want to. I just, need to see it. Commands the garrison at Camp Dragon Head. Present to him this letter of introduction and he will surely be receptive to your deeds. Okay. I love the way they look. Lord has no solution that will make everyone happy. Either trim buttons or borrow. I'm not sure I understand what you mean by button bloat. I don't think I'm familiar with the expressions. Or maybe it's something just painfully obvious and I'm too distracted to think about it. Am I just not getting it, or solutions that will make everyone happy? Either trim buttons or borrow. Whatever does that mean? Sorry. Okay, so now we finally go there and yeah, I'm gonna go in Attune. Yes, we don't lose time. I didn't know I was gonna go there, although it was probably painfully obvious. What?
There were high chances.
Yes. But here's the thing. Like, no king rules forever, that's fine. Even if Final Fantasy XIV just, screws up and falls apart, someone's gonna take over. The MMO community isn't gonna be like, oh, there's no MMO games anymore to play. I'm just gonna not play games. They're gonna be looking for something. What? Oh, shit. I started talking. What I was gonna say is, is like people aren't gonna sit idly by and have nothing to play. The MMO community is relentless in trying to find a new game. And I'm not worried, you know, it's like relationships, right? It's like everyone's gonna find their home somewhere, or their person, like I mean game. We're continuing with this trend of, you know, talking about it as if it was a relationship, because it in fact is for many people. Like they're just gonna find someone new, or they're gonna stay wherever they feel like they can spend the rest of their lives with, because nobody lives forever. You're gonna have like at most like, I don't know, like 10 MMO games to play for like, I don't know, 5 years or so, and there will be at least 10 good MMO games in our age, I should hope, if there isn't like some sort of world collapse or something like that. Like, yeah, maybe it's not gonna be forever, but you know, something else is gonna turn up and take all the people away from, you know, the current failed king, and everybody's gonna be happy again. That's the most important thing, I think. The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you're come to pay our respects, be at ease, friend. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. Ah, movie time. If there's any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Kurthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartenu, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. I see. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Four Temps. Okay, I appreciate that. Like the reason, okay, I'm gonna be honest, the reason why I think things are different right now is because we have this, so-called, I'm gonna call it the brain drain from Blizzard. Like some seriously talented people have made WoW, and the fact that those people are now spread across all these studios, and each studio is brewing something up, like those are still those people that made terrific decisions for the game, and I believe in them as well. And I'm okay, maybe I'm falsely optimistic. I'm not trying to just spread optimism where there isn't any reason for that to happen, but I truly do believe that, and I can't wait to see what like all these studios are gonna make. And I'm just genuinely excited for it, because you have a limited, like currently in the world, you have a limited amount of people who can make a good MMO. But luckily, a lot of people now they have their hands free to you know, get right on to some project that they're passionate about without some big ass company sitting at their throat and just being like, you can't do that because we don't like it. You know, like that's what I believe in, and I just want to believe that. In English, I felt was too indecent for Western audience to did not do a direct translation that mellowed it down. Wait, what language do you play your game on? Okay, let's see how we can do this. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Four Temps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. Yep. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. Like who? I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were make inquiries of your own. Lady Nin of mine own House Fortams, who resides here in the Camp Dragon Head, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelin of House Halinard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of the House Durinary yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you're a friend of House Fortams. Do not concern yourself with House Zamael. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Okay, so we're gonna go and beg people again. That's exciting. Every expansion gets new powers and you cannot keep adding 5 new powers every expansion. Yeah, like I feel like one iconic, like I'm not even gonna say power. Like why is it always about adding? Why is it not changing? Like imagine in the last like 10 years or 5 expansions or whatever, imagine if we were able to get different, you know, different talents for our classes every time there was something iconic that people truly loved about an expansion. For example, people really like Soul Shape in Night Fae right now. Like I don't know how they would work with like adding Soul Shape into like all the classes and stuff, but like something like that, you know. Okay, you have a borrowed power or whatever, but why not take something out and bring something in that people have statistically shown they like? Not that they need it, but that they like it. You know, why not ask them? Why not listen to them on all the forums and stuff? Why do talents have to remain rigid? Okay, talent tree, that was a great thing. Like, I didn't play back in the day when there was a talent tree, but like these talents could have been changed. You know, there could have been like things added or even changed into the talent tree that would have just made the game better, right? Like, why does it have to be added, like, talent upon talent upon talent out of 3 talents that you choose? Why isn't there a tree that keeps growing? Why isn't, like, Path of Exile? Like, I don't like Path of Exile, but I know enough about it to understand how much people like to mess with that tree. Like, that's one of the key points in the game. What's keeping people, you know, playing it? If you're gonna add a shit ton of content, you better make a tree that supports the content. Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortams does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. Okay, well, she likes me, but she doesn't know much. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Franco. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halinard have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Okay. Oh, so there are clips on YouTube. I see. Well, so you mean like there are clips of like a person speaking Japanese, and then there's like a literal translation of it, as a subtitle thing. I want to check it out because it actually seems super interesting. Like that's the crossover cultural thing that I really enjoy. Like we're not like, I'm not gonna be, you know, mean and say something, you know, bad about some companies or some games because they're of a certain country, but this is the first time that I'm actually playing a Japanese game for real, without just like checking it out and, you know, having my own opinion about it and just forgetting about the game. Like I'm actually getting immersed into it, and I love noticing these like little cultural differences in how the business is being handled, how the community is being handled, how the work ethics in a company is. That's just so interesting to me. Yeah, sure, go ahead. But I will watch it probably after the stream, because I really want to get myself into it and just, you know, read peacefully and not chaotically like I do on stream. Alright, let's go to I read it. Basically they don't know anything, they know nothing, and they are sending us nowhere. We just, you know, spoke to her. Yeah, She likes us, but she doesn't know. That's too bad. I went down to a quest that maybe I shouldn't have gone to, but that's okay. Oh, it's from Zepla. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of her videos that I want to check out. Since I started playing, like, she's incredibly influential in the community, and she really has some, you know, both unique insights and just unique, you know, topics that she's covered so far. And that's why I find her videos really interesting to watch. Okay, hello and grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Hawkwarad. I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Halinard into chaos. Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. So he is like of our own? Like the one, like the guy who referred us to him, basically he's from his house, right? The guy who sent us to talk to 3 people, basically he said that this guy who we just talked to is... I think he's from the same house, not his own, the same house where this accused prince guy is. So he's trying to salvage the... I'm not sure if people can send links in the chat. I actually have no idea what I've done with the settings, but even if it doesn't go through or something, I'll check it out on Zepla's channel. But I think I should be able to. I don't think I purposefully forbid it or something. At least not recently. Okay. And Final Fantasy Community's Office for fun stuff and Mr. Happy for serious guides. I mean, okay, I might be more leaning on the, you know, casual fun side or whatever, but I thought Zepla's guides were, you know, pretty serious. Oh, when it comes to the topics she covers. Like, she covers her topics very well, like the mount guides and stuff, and that's the kind of thing that I like to do. So I find her, you know, her guides like something I can resonate with. So I didn't see them as like less serious or something. But if I end up diving into some more serious content or something like that, then I will definitely. Yeah, I know both of actually these 2 people. There, and I will be checking out. Just give me a second. 1 second. Where is my? I recently redid. I redid my Discord channel, and I added a bunch of Final Fantasy XIV like channels and stuff. In case you can't like post any links in the chat, I don't know if I have them blocked or not. You're more than welcome to post them in this channel, and yeah, I'm gonna try to be more active on Discord. I really want to, and especially now that we have people from different community, like not just WoW people as well. People from Final Fantasy are also starting to come, and I'm very excited about it, and I want to give something to you guys. So I made some rooms for you, and you can post links here whenever you want, if like they're like for Final Fantasy and stuff, or like in the other rooms if it's for for something else. So you're welcome to join. We are at war, madam, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gualdame arrived in Curitas? Yeah, I'm not reading this right. Countless heretics have been discovered even among the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Hawkwarad wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Okay, so Voldemort is not gonna like us. Well, now he's going to about it. Oh, you're there already. Oh, okay, sorry then. but yeah, you can post in the room. Then you've been keeping up with my updates. I actually haven't been paying much attention to Discord, and I've been really sad about it because I like Discord. I just really hadn't had time to actually commit to it lately. Accept teleport. Is that yours? You ported?
Yeah.
Okay, then here we go. I just, I really want to start a new Harshafont. Thank you. Much appreciated for teaching me how to read. It actually turned out to be quite a problem. But yeah, I feel like with a new, new game, new community, fresh start in a way, I feel like my Discord deserves a fresh start as well. And I don't know, I'm excited for all these things. Alright, so I keep clicking on a player instead of the quest guy. Hofferant. No, this is another guy, never mind. Oh, we did T silent. Alright, yeah, that T was actually very confusing. By continents, I take you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems like this feels like a whole goose chase. It seems the whole of Korthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I don't know what to tell you, man. I need to find that airship. Lord Hofferan. I need to check it again. Hofferan, okay. Is concerned for Lord Frankel's well-being. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Frankel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde. Oh, there's horde here as well. So I'm not certain. I actually thought there was alliance. At some point, like, I heard of some alliance being mentioned. It's actually kind of funny. So I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Frankel's party requires assistance. Well, I don't know, like, this awfully sounds like they're taking him to the, like, execution or something, right? Like, this sounds like... Now, I imagine this this clip from Simpsons that we saw a few days ago. This little the policeman's son sitting in the bus. He's like, I'm in danger. That's pretty much what he's saying to himself right now. Are you following me? You are, or I'm following you. I don't even know anymore. Nope. For once, you're following me. Probably have a good reason. One thing I don't forget is the I don't know, I'm not. There's a quest. Oh dear. I didn't mean to do that. I have another quest and okay, I'll port back. And I started following the arrow that is for another quest. Yeah, I'm ahead for the first time, and it turns out that I am really not. Yeah, I'm just reading the chat. You know what? I don't have a single thing to say about ESO because I've never played it. And I think that giving any sort of uneducated commentary would be a disgrace to it. I do have one friend who plays, it's actually my ex-boyfriend. He plays ESO. And I don't know how active he has been lately. I think he told me at some point that he plays ESO. And that was in a way that he mocked me for playing WoW. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever. And I don't know, like, he's a smart guy though, so I think like if I know anyone who would give me like who would be able to give me like a proper feedback for the game, like I think that'd be him if he still plays. So I might ask him if he still talks to me. I don't know. He goes there. No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oh, shitos. Let's do this. Okay. Are we both like fighting it? Or okay. Oh, that was easy-ish. I mean, I haven't been hearing anything about Esso, to be quite honest. I just know that, like, some content creators that I follow, they say that Esso has been on a very, very good road. And, what? I just need to click. Yeah, I accidentally pulled the guy. It doesn't really matter. Okay, well, let's kill it now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some people are just tired of the Western philosophy where, you know, at some point where the company bites more than it chews, it starts, like, making these moves where, like, partnerships happen and those partnerships maybe are not the best for players. Maybe, I don't know, like, I don't know a lot about businesses in other countries and cultures, but I feel like some cultures have, like, even when there's a big business going on, I feel like those businesses are able to maintain more integrity over their product. And I have no idea what the situation is with Esso. I wouldn't dare say anything about it because I just don't know. Oh, you play all three? Well, then you probably have a really good perspective over it. So do you think that objectively Esso is a better game than Final Fantasy XIV? Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Halinard if we cannot even slay a single avis? We're fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Halinard will remember your kindness. And yeah, what about Guild Wars 2? Like, people keep talking about that game as well, but like, I literally don't know a single person who plays Guild Wars 2, but apparently it's a good game. And I only heard something about, like, I don't know, that it would be good for me because I like mounts. I don't know what that meant, but I like Final Fantasy XIV mounts. What?
But it's like mostly PvP game.
Yeah, that's not for me. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. For WoW people, yes. In what way? I mean, it depends. Like, I think WoW people who are moving on from WoW these days, I feel like they get divided into two groups. There's one group of people who wants almost the same thing as WoW, the way WoW, I guess, it used to be or whatever, and then there's a group of people who just wants to see none of it, who just wants to see something completely different. So I don't know, maybe there's a world in which people just don't want to see that anymore. I don't know what that is that I'm pointing my finger at, but like, it's just a general anger and shit show drama that's been happening. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scaleskin. Moreover, it was House Halinard that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat were heralded the slow decline of our house once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy. So they're not really heretics, right? And even if they were, I mean, honestly, who cares? But I guess it's important. And despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. So he just went and slayed beasts, hoping that that would clear their name. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. It would be funny if he lied to us as well. Agree two groups. The other group should have at least tried. As if those are top 3. I just, if I'm honest, I just don't think we have enough big names in the WoW community who like Esso. Maybe that's that. You know, imagine if instead of like Zepla, Asmon, Bellilar, who else is it? Who else was a, you know, a kind of a big name talking about Final Fantasy and stuff? There's many of them, but these are the ones that people would know about. Preach. What if all of them were to make Esso content for a month or two or whatever instead of Final Fantasy? I think things would have been different, you know? It's just turned out that they like this thing and they have influence. A lot of people wouldn't even get tempted into playing this kind of thing if maybe, I don't know, Bellilar wouldn't, like if Bellilar didn't make his clips channel and posted a lot of Final Fantasy stuff on it or whatever. Preach, yeah. True. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Frankel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make her acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. Oh, that's great. So now no one wants to talk to us. Not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Golem has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Frankel's name, and by accusation, yours. Wow. Alright. Well, it's a domino effect. It is. But there's an interesting phenomena. Like, we have more big names in the WoW community who haven't made the switch. Like, I'm not saying that any of these people who made content for it made the switch. I don't think Preach has made a switch. I don't think, you know, like, I don't think everyone's, like, just switched to Final Fantasy. No one's really switched. They all still really love WoW, but I don't know, let's look at Hazel as a content creator. Like, she hasn't switched from any game. She likes WoW, and she keeps, you know, mentioning how she really likes WoW as her, you know, MMO and stuff. Maybe, I don't know, if WoW was to fall apart and just lose her loyalty as well, although I think she's really passionate about WoW, and that would hardly, like, ever happen, but who am I to know? Maybe she'd be the kind of person who's looking for something like, you know, like WoW instead of something not like WoW. Lord suspects that someone is conspiring against Lord Frankel. Yeah, the whole country pretty much. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Frankel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. Yeah, she does seem happy with WoW, and that's totally fine. So it was found in a locket chest labeled as a property of Lord Frankel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Kurthas, so he may have some linking as to who could be responsible. So basically the thing was planted into the chest.
I'm suspecting like the guy we first spoke to who sent us to recover it, that he's the one who planted it.
Maybe, yeah, because he had he basically had some touch with it. But the interesting thing, like, that I'm only noticing probably as a content creator, because I inevitably watch videos not just because I'm entertained by them, but from a business point of view, which for me is a business, like, okay, what are people talking about? You know, I'm gonna want to go over to these channels and see what's happening. The thing with Hazel's channel, in my eyes, although it's a very good channel, is that nothing seems to be going on when there's nothing going on in WoW. She has a lot of subscribers, but in comparison to, like, her, you know, view count, sub count, like, in my eyes, she could be getting a lot more views for her sub count, and I feel like I'm not anywhere near getting to talk about her, you know, finances or anything like that. Right now, we're just talking about views. Like, she doesn't get a lot of views on YouTube. On Twitch, like I think she gets around 1,000 viewers maybe, from what I've seen. But like on YouTube, like this is just my honest opinion. I have no reason to not talk about this. I feel like maybe I'm not sure if she's struggling or if she really likes the things that she makes videos about, but I feel like they could be more interesting if the game was to, you know, give more content. Like, I feel like some things that she covers in, I don't know, her WoW news or in her live streams, they just don't, you know, resonate with a lot of people who have subscribed to her. Other streamer forgot her name. She has sponsored. Oh, Annie. Yeah, Annie is doing sponsored streams as well. But why did I say as well? I don't know who else is doing the sponsored streams. Okay. Thank you for being patient, by the way. I know you like to quest a lot faster, and I know this is not to your this is not your usual tempo.
But you know when you jump
what?
over and over at the same place at the snow, you leave a new set of footprints every time. I
what?
When you jump
in the snow?
Yeah, in the same place, you just like rotate your camera and jump, and you leave a new set of footprints every time.
Oh, huh. That's pretty cool.
Now rotate the camera and jump. The right click, not the left click.
Well, yeah, like every time you jump, you leave the footprints. Like you can even see it if you're standing in one place, because there's like a slight difference in like the pixels, and you can see it like ever so slowly getting bigger. I feel like there's
You're going the wrong way.
Oh, I feel like they are sensing that they're, you know, kind of a little bit ahead. But from the, like, okay, like, I'm just here going to be, like, a little bit maybe naive, a little bit, I don't know, idealist or whatever, but I think the way they're doing it is just by not doing much, and it's kind of a kind way of getting ahead, and I think that's what WoW should have done ages ago with, maybe with Lich King or whatever. Like, back when people were very happy with the game, like, what if they just didn't change the stuff that people were happy about? Like, now, I think the developers of Final Fantasy know very well what makes their community happy. Why would you purposefully change things to make them unhappy so that you can fix things and make them happy again because you fixed it? They don't want to do that. They're gonna continue to listen to the feedback if they know what they're doing, and I think they do. They're gonna listen to the feedback and make sure that they're doing the stuff that continues to make their player base happy, and that's that. Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down if all the rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a House Talonard man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. He's like, Fury strike me down. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them would work the trade routes, and I've never had a cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After almost every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Hey, could have been the fellows who were responsible for the inspections. Ha! Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Did we talk to the porter first? Like when we... I think so. I hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. I need water. Sorry.
Share.
Huh?
Share. Please share.
Yeah, people didn't like Legion during Legion, but like when you get like something worse than like what you have now, you're gonna start to find it, you know, okay suddenly. I personally loved Legion. That was my most played expansion. I never really went hardcore. Like I never raided or anything during Legion. I never did PvP. I just did like all the rest of the content, and I loved it. Like that was my most played expansion of all times, and I loved the stuff that didn't cause what?
Did you port it?
Oh, I loved the stuff that didn't cause people headaches. As in, I didn't care much about legendaries. I got like my head legendary or whatever, my wrist and stuff. Like the head was a good one, and I just had that legendary for a while, and that was fine. Like I didn't worry too much about Legion's problems, but like people thought the same with Pandaria. Nobody knew like what in the world Pandaria was like when it appeared, but now people come back to Pandaria to do these quests and hunt these rares and do reputations that are like, man, you know, good expansion. Grass always green on the other side. Yeah, and especially the grass that you've already been laying on and you didn't know it was green, and now you're in a desert and you're like, man, was that grass good? You know? Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Halinard's shipments. What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Well, if he's suggesting that I search the parcels, there's probably not a damn thing in it. Kind of unsatisfied. People did not. Well, I mean, I think the people who were capable of being satisfied, I think they're long gone. I mean, that's just my honest opinion. I mean, those people that were satisfied during Legion or whatever, they're like mothers and fathers now, somewhere far away. And like now in the current WoW, you have a lot of angry teenagers who are just like, I don't like any of this stuff. You know, I'm generalizing. I'm not like trying to offend anyone or anything, but like you have some younger audiences because like the older generations of WoW players who liked the WoW the way it used to be before, they're gone. Like they're not here. Like you have new players and some returning players who are like, you know, still willing to give WoW a shot, but they're still too angry. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. I don't think I should be apologizing to anyone here. I have no idea who's right. But that's impossible. Once tonight at Wintergrim Front concluded their inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. So it's the inspector? And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Hofferat. I will not be held accountable for this. Okay, so they're not to blame. See, that's the thing. Like, we're talking about like 11.0, but like in 11.0, like I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Like, I'm not gonna live 1,000 years, and other people won't live for 1,000 years. Like, 11.0, that's in like 4 years. Like, I'm probably gonna have another kid at some point, and I'm probably like, I'm gonna be smarter than the last time and not actually abandon my channel and just prepare better. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like, yes, you know, let's dive into WoW again because now I have plenty of time to give it another shot. Like, that's the thing. Like, I just, you know, I want to have fun now. I mean, I'm living now. There's something happened outside. I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? Here we go. More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Halinard's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Frankel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Okay. Alright, so basically, what does this mean?
It means we're gonna negate the evidence against him.
Yeah, but like, whose fault is it? Is it the well,
probably someone who's gonna be the loudest.
So they didn't just target this one guy, they're targeting a bunch of them.
They're targeting his house.
Yeah, like everyone, and the thing is his thing was open, so they found it there, and it was just his dumb luck. But like, it could have been anyone. 10.0 has a lot of loose ends to close. It does, and like the thing that they're gonna do is like a big fat mystery. I almost wish they wouldn't even do a PTR or beta or whatever for the new expansion, and just, you know, keep the door shut until we're there, and just listen to what the people have said about Shadowlands. Just take that and apply it, and not let anyone be disappointed endlessly from like January to November or whatever the expansion is, and make toxic videos about it and stuff. I just wish they would be like, okay, you know, no beta. This beta is good for advertising. They're always gonna do beta, but you know, other companies don't do beta and they're just fine. Like, I just wish they would just like think about this really well. From the very first, I knew it could not be that many members of House Hallinard were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. But what if they were all heretics? Like, how can they tell? Like, maybe the whole house is heretics. Like, that's not proof. I will need to prepare
but, like, the evidence, we just proved that someone is planting the evidence, and they accused already so many of being heretics, so it was suspicious.
Well, yeah, it is suspicious if the evidence is planted, but, you know, in the case that where everyone's a heretic, then, you know, like, that's all theirs. Like, that's their stuff and they're heretics. Like, you could see it that way as well. I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. The other house. Sorry. Okay, so basically they want to postpone the trial until this is all figured out. That works. I actually am not hating this head. I like, at least it's showing my hair for once. So yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so this fine lady here. Alright, what is it, my child? Lord Hofferand would have the Inquisitors do what? But that's not possible. Inquisitor Grimm presides over Lord Frankel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Oh, fear not, if Lord Lancel is indeed innocent, he should walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. That's comforting. That is indeed comforting. Okay, so we basically are... Okay, why are these people not meeting in the front of their yard? Like, he's inside and she's, like, out there. Like, why are they, like, doing this to me? What if I get their messages wrong? Why do they trust me? They have taken Lord Frankel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. Is that, like, something that leads to hanging or something? I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting for too long. Do whatever you must to keep him alive. I will try, but I'm late. Like, I'm always late. Every time they send me somewhere, the disaster has already struck. Or is about to. Still, I'm getting annoyed over the story, which is a very good sign. That means I believe in it.
Yeah, I mean, the stories are interesting.
Yeah, they are. I'm just, like, getting genuinely angry about this. I like that. Feels pretty good. Unhealthy, but good.
Watch out not to fall in these holes, because you can actually fall down.
We have a guy here.
Yeah.
I don't think we should go further. Is this the guy we need to talk to? Hail! As you can see, Lord Frankel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Oh! Woo! Story time! The quest battle... Wait, what? Quest battle must be undertaken alone and as a disciple of war and magic. Oh, we need to exit the group. Kick from okay, you exited. Alright, let's go. Frankel de Halinard, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Genarians, and I'm no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. So he's like, you're already gone, man. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. So you're dying anyway.
So it's like
awesome.
You're either dying and you're innocent,
or we kill you because you're freaking guilty. Yeah. In the name of House Fortams, I beseech you, stay your hand. Hi there. Don't do it. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hofferan. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Frankel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts have been conducted. That sounds exhausting, but it's the best we've got. Lord Hofferan has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. So Holy See, is that like a legitimate see? To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. And we're like caught up in this weird story, and all we're doing is like looking for an airship, and now I'm just like here examining dragon teeth and people's bags. It's ridiculous and just so immersive at the same time. We must hold him until Lord Hofferan arrives. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Can you even smash him? Probably not. Oh, shit, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Pressing the wrong buttons. I wasn't looking at my keyboard and I started like pressing stuff without. This guy is like not killing himself. And I'm not killing him. Like nothing's happening here. Oh, okay. So should I just like smash AoE all over their faces? What? I don't get it. I could probably use some defensives and stuff. They're healing! They're actually healing. No, we're fine. I did kill it.
Yeah, the dragon will venture off.
What?
The dragon will venture off.
Yeah, we're fine. Like, I didn't know there was a healer. I think we're good. Okay, so there's the rosary. And we're never even supposed to engage the dragon. That's fine. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. Oh, so now he listens, now that we beat him. But this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by the enemies of House Halinard. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man, what proof do you have of this? Ha! I got the proof. By the Fury, a draconian rosary, then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. Wyvern? How do we read wyvern? A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implication. Ha ha ha. Your claims would appear to have merit. So basically they're supposed to like kill dragons, and instead this guy worships them?
Yeah.
That's weird. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Frankel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Kerthas. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. What does it mean? Like, pray locate? Well, it would have been nice, you know? Lord Hofferand, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped out of your free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halinard. He has the face of these, like, young and stupid people. It's like, I believe in the good in this world, and he almost got killed. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might could have been. Let us quit this place. Pray visit me at Camp Dragon Head once you have recuperated. Yeah, this head is actually allowing me to... I don't understand its purpose as a type of armor. Like, I don't know how it protects my face, but you know.
Invite me.
Why are you orange?
Invite me.
I will, but why are you orange? When I...
Because I'm free to play.
You're... Oh! Oh, that's what it looks like. Alright, so are we porting there?
Yeah.
This is a cool storyline. Isn't it?
Yeah. I jumped to the wrong side of the wall.
Wait, are we not supposed to go here inside? Oh, we are. Okay. So, we made it! You look well. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Frankel would surely have died defending the honor of this house, and I might well have perished at the hands of Heretic and his wyvern. House Vortemps and House Halinard shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Thank heavens, right? Alright. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray this information proves useful to you.
It's like, it's in our backyard, like, what?
Yeah, he's been there, like, the whole time. Oh, that's a really cool transmog. Look at this person. The one over here. Like, I don't know, like a caster of some sort. Like, I don't know if these are healers or whatever, but, like, I don't know if this is just, like, a, like, ordinary... See, this game is so weird. Like, I look at someone's character and I feel like they're looking right back at me. It's kind of scary. Like, how everyone looks alive. Except for you. You have a metal just pot on your head. I'm just... I'm just kidding. By the way, I think this is where I will stop for today, at least stream-wise. My throat hurts and I need a lot of water, and I had an amazing stream. And I will just, yeah, I think this is just where I'll stop. I won't bother you any longer with with all the reasons why, although I want to find out what happens with this ship. I can't wait to get on with this story. And, you know, get on with all the stories so I can mount that and all these beautiful little things. I'll get there, no worries. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. I had a blast, and I will be seeing you, well, tomorrow is that big video that I keep talking about. Hopefully I finish the edit and get to upload it. If not sooner tomorrow, then later definitely, but I'll try to make it tomorrow. And I'll see you probably on Sunday. I think I'll stream on Sunday 25th, 27th. Yeah, that's still going to be a Final Fantasy stream. I will be doing some WoW streaming as soon as the patch hits the servers, so we can, you know, explore Korthia a little bit and maybe do some other stuff to just see what it's like and figure things out and figure what we're gonna do from there. Anyways, thanks for watching today, and thanks for everything. I hope to see you around some more, and in case you haven't joined our Discord yet, feel free to do that. There's a, sorry, I'm getting hiccups. There's a link up in the pinned comment, and there's also a Discord link in the description and whatnot. And if you're watching this later, there's going to be one in the pinned comment. And yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya, thanks, and have a good night.